You're not being destroyed. You're destroying yourself. There's a difference. A snake was crossing a metal saw, just passing by. The blade caught it. Small cut. Nothing fatal, but instead of moving away, it turned back. It wrapped itself around the blade, like it was under attack, like it needed to fight. And with every squeeze, the blade cut deeper. The snake destroyed itself. The saw did nothing. It didn't die from the cut. It died from refusing to let go. And if you're being honest, you've done this too. Maybe not with a saw, but with something. Yale psychologist Susan Nolen-Hoeksema spent decades studying this. Ruminators stay stuck in negative states twice as long and come up with worse solutions. Not because they're weaker, because they keep squeezing. The wound wasn't the problem. The refusal to let go was. In this video, you'll see 3 ways humans do exactly what that snake did, 3 patterns you probably already live in, and 1 shift that stops all 3. Your manager criticized your work in a meeting, 1 comment, 3 people in the room. That was Tuesday. It's now Saturday. And you're still sitting in that room, in your head. You've replayed that conversation 40 times. Changed your response each time. You won the argument in your head, except no one's listening. Because no one's there. You're bleeding alone and calling it thinking. The comment didn't follow you home. You carried it. The cut happened. Moving away is the move. Not analyzing it for 72 hours. Just moving. Before we go further, if this is hitting, hit subscribe right now. I put out videos like this every week. You don't want to show up late. And that's exactly what most people refuse to do. Which brings us to the second pattern. And this one doesn't look like suffering at first. It looks like caring. Someone left, said something cold, and you went back to the conversation thread. You screenshotted it, analyzed it, sent it to 3 friends, built an entire case. For what verdict? The person isn't there. You're bleeding onto the saw, alone. And the saw doesn't feel a thing. People who break this pattern aren't tougher. They just stopped confusing suffering with thinking. There's a difference, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Which is why the next pattern is the one that quietly wrecks the most relationships. Not in a week, but over years. Someone wronged you once, maybe twice, and you decided to carry it forever. You bring it into new conversations, new relationships. You protect yourself from things that haven't even happened yet. You're fighting a ghost. The ghost doesn't feel it. You do. Letting go isn't surrender. It's choosing to stop the damage to yourself. The world isn't organized against you. Most of what feels personal isn't personal. Most of what feels like an attack is just friction. Life has sharp edges. You will hit them. The snake's mistake wasn't crossing the saw. It was deciding the saw was an enemy. That decision, that single refusal, turned a small cut into a death. Here's your fork. Close this and go back to replaying what's been on loop in your head. Or stop and ask yourself 1 question. Not a list, not a journal. 1 question. Where am I still wrapping myself around something that already stopped moving? Sit with that, because the moment you can name it, you can finally stop squeezing. Move away. The wound closes faster than you think.